Today I'm in the kitchen making an elegant pumpkin chiffon pie. This pie is extra creamy, soft, and light, so let's get started. For this pie, you can either use store-bought or homemade pumpkin puree. For homemade, cut the pumpkin in half and remove the seed area. Place the skin side up in a pan with a bit of water in the bottom. Roast in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for an hour and a half. When it's cool enough, scoop out the flesh and puree in the food processor. To make the filling, I'm going to soak a gelatin leaf in cold water. If you have powdered gelatin, add 1 tablespoon to 1/4 cup of cold water. In the top of a double boiler, mix a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix in 1½ cups of pumpkin puree, a 1/2 cup of cream, and 3 separated egg yolks. Stir the mixture for about 10 minutes and it will start to thicken. I used an immersion blender as well to make sure my pumpkin puree was very smooth. Remove the pumpkin mixture from the double boiler and squeeze out any liquid from the softened gelatin leaf. Add the gelatin to the pumpkin mixture and stir to dissolve. Chill the filling for about 2 hours or until slightly set. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare my pie crust. For this recipe, you can use homemade pie crust or store-bought. Either way, you're going to need to bake it before placing the filling inside. To fully blind bake the crust, chill your prepared crust for 30 minutes, then line the pie with aluminum foil and filled with dried beans, rice, or pie weights. Bake in a 375-degree Fahrenheit oven for 15 minutes or until the edges are golden. Remove the foil and weights and return to the oven for 12 minutes or until fully cooked and the bottom looks golden. I can now take my reserved egg whites and beat them until they start to become thick. With the beater on low, I'm going to add the last 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Once incorporated, turn the mixer back up and beat until the egg whites hold a stiff peak. Now that the pumpkin mixture is set, I'm going to gently fold the egg whites into the pumpkin, making sure not to knock out the air in the egg whites. I can now pile the filling into the baked and cooled shell, smooth it out, and chill for another 2 hours. And look at all those tiny bubbles. When you're ready to serve, beat a cup of whipping cream with a tablespoon of icing sugar and place this on top of the pie. Slice and serve. Enjoy!